Hi, Brandon Hardison, President of Champion Strategies and spokesperson for Shopsmart Autos, giving you the best knowledge we can when it comes to your next automotive lease or purchase. Today, we would like to talk about the new, hot, and ongoing thing for 2021, and that is the electric car revolution. It has arrived. My question is, will there be enough places to plug in? There are now 26,000 electric vehicle charging stations opening to the US public, with more than 84,000 plugs. But the country and the world, in that fact, will need thousands more if drivers are going to adopt vehicles powered by batteries alone. And because they're being asked to invest before the demand arrives, automakers or charging companies are struggling to raise the numbers. Currently, electric vehicles make only about 1.3% of total new vehicle sales in the United States, according to Edmunds.com. Electrics are much bigger in other countries, accounting for about 2.6 globally in new vehicle sales last year. That's based on the International Energy Agency. What more than 40 fully electric vehicles on the US market coming down the pike as we speak and will continue over the next 3 years. However, auto and charging company executives say the demand is on the way. Now, they need to focus on more of these 40 unspecified metropolitan areas, the Californias, the Texases, the Floridas, the Illinois. All of that is good. But what about the rest of the states where the populations are not the large states? And if there is not hybrid, or if there is not petroleum being used, what are they to do? Because their distance and the battery life is going to require them to have more of these electrical charging stations. So, as more electric vehicles are sold, more fast chargers will be needed, especially for people who live in rural areas. And even if you live in a metropolitan area, how about if you're living in an apartment building who can't charge their car like a single home buyer can? Now, the 2,700 new fast charging outlets will start to become available early in the spring, going into next year, based on what some of the big three are saying. More public charging stations will allow GM and other automakers to better compete with the Teslas of the world. But electrifying America right now, we do have a big discrepancy. Over 450 charging stations in the United States with more than 2,000 fast charging outlets is not comfortable right now. Dealerships will either step up and absorb most of the costs with the help of the manufacturer, or they're going to go under. There's a big difference between a fast charge, which would get you under 10 minutes to charge your EV vehicle, or the typical slow charge, where it could be 1, 2, or 3 hours, depending on the manufacturer. For a fast charge, Dealers are in the neighborhood of $40,000 to $50,000 just for one at their dealership. So it's something that you're going to hear more about. We just want to slowly let you know that EV is here. Hybrids are still there, but eventually EV will be the talk. Once again, Brandon Hardison, President of Champion Strategy and spokesperson for Shopsmart Auto. And as always in party, you go out and you make it a champion.